Oh, it's time. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the resolve. Toonlink Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalicars. It is time yet again. Are you ready? The Rumble is here. Your fan votes are here, there in the description. Get ready to select who else will go on. But first, watch this episode because who knows, you might get spoiled as to who wins the Retribution Rumble. I am the United States Savior. I've been through all of this before, and today we have so much for you. It is the final non-championship game of Season Sweet 16, and been a long time coming. Without further ado, I think we should just kind of get into it. But before we get into it, actually, Fracture is next Friday. And with Fracture, we're about to have a good little smattering of some fantastic things. Let me talk to you first and foremost. After they took down the two newcomers, Sarah and Kyutaro may be looking towards championship aspirations as Sarah goes a 1v1 with the returning Genocide Jack in a tables match to determine who walks out as tables champion. But that ain't it. Just recently in Rebellion, just this past Sunday in Rebellion, get ready for this Sunday's Rebellion as well, Cassius kept getting distracted by Kaito trying to do more heelish things to get him the victory, and Kaito now wondering, can they really coexist at all? And so, on his potential road to rehabilitation or his road to damnation, Kaito will be teaming up with Cassius against the man who pinned Cassius this past Sunday, Al-Haytham, who's found a partner, and it shouldn't surprise you, in Kaveh. We're gonna have tag team action between those two, and I'm excited to see it. That being said, AJ Lee will also be in action. What is AJ Lee going to do? We'll find out, I guess, soon. We'll find out very soon. But that's not the big picture here. The bigger picture is she cashed in on Mona to become the second ever All-Star champion. When you have to think back about it now, Marsh lost that last match, and she's still AWE champion, but she's got no challenger right now after what was certainly the match of the night, maybe the match of all AV Manias. We had a massive 8-person ladder match, and a couple of those competitors will be going toe-to-toe. I guess in 1 week's time, it'll be a fatal 5-way match between Hina, Sakura, Camilla, the Raiden Shogun, and Yuri. One will win and one will go toe-to-toe with March 7th in the near future to see who is the best among them. That is the start of our show. Or I guess that'll be a good chunk of Fracture. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. We have a big old lot of things planned. We also have the new tag team champions in action at the upcoming Rebellion. So get excited for that this Sunday. Sonic and Knuckles in action in just a couple days time. But for right now, we have to actually go on with the episode. So we went to random.com and it randomized our list of participants. And here they all are, in order from how they should be entering the Rumble. Will they enter in these orders? We'll see. We have Miss Hina coming out at number 1, Batogami number 2, Mitarai number 3, Mahiru number 4, Leon number 5, Himiko 6, Hifumi, Haiji, Azuru, Togami, Yasuke at number 11, Junko, Jotaro, Kotoka, Monokid at number 15, Monodam, Kurikuma, Aiko, Maya, and Kaito entering at 20, Mew at 21, Teru, Crazy Hiyoko extra large, Monofony, Yuta at number 25, 26 sees the Great Gozu, 27 sees Kizakura, Shirakuma at 28, Kibo 29, and rounding off your top 30 is Shuichi, just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday to him. In the AWE though, he's not having a very good time. In fact, he's not having a very good alive. We are ready. Make your picks, first, second, third, make them right now. I'm excited for it, I hope you guys are too. We're gonna get right into the action after I make my picks. For first, yeah, also give me first, second, third, and tell me which number entrant do you think is going to win tonight. I think it's going to be an earlier one. I think for some reason entrant number 6, who would be Himiko in this juncture, is gonna win this thing, but I don't think she's coming out 6th. For some reason, I think Aiko is coming out at number 6, coming out really early. So give me Aiko for first. For second, I'll take, for second, I think it's probably wise to take number 30. I'll take Shuichi, even though 30 didn't win last time. And for third, I'm gonna take, Miu, because she's kind of the queen, I'll be honest. She's one of the goats. That being said, I made my picks, you guys have too. Without further ado, can you hear the rumble? You might be able to hear my turtle stank, but that, like, the pilot, he's actually just chilling underneath his cave right now. Usually he'll see the lights and he'll be like, oh my gosh, lights, what's going on over there? And then he begs me for snacks, and I say, maybe once I'm done, you fiend. Let's go ahead and start this bad boy. As we get on, will we actually see number 1 and number 2 enter as number 1 and number 2? Will we see things flip all sorts of ways? We see, technically, number 2 enter as number 1, and number 1 enter as number 2, and the horn bearers enter from the side. Fantastic. Horn bearers, thank you for doing your part, but your part is over, and their part begins right now. No, that's the episode beginning right now. This is... Oh man, I'm pushing all sorts of buttons. Wait, no, that's wrong too. Oh my gosh, it's like someone's getting beaten with the soundboard, and a cacophony of music is playing. Now we're ready. Let's go on, let's see who enters and wins this thing. But also, notably, we have to see who potentially gets an additional perk going, you know, forward, because if you are in the Retribution, if you're in the championship episode already, you might get a little perk instead. That being said, we will go on to the next round. Will anyone perish? No, but Hina's got a table, and Fat Togami's got a hat rack, so many hats. Togami gives Hina a tiara. She feels like the prettiest princess. And you know what matches a tiara than a choker? That's not a choker, that's actually a death collar, oh boy. But, look who's entering the fray now. Fat Togami searches for anyone who can get this collar off of him. Well, it's only Hina who put the collar on you, and she's got a boombox and she's playing some sick beats. That being said, Kurokuma, who I think was a little bit in the middle later half of the field, has just entered the fray as well. He might have been 18 if I am, like, thinking about it right. I don't remember. You guys can go back and check, I can't. If I go back to team setup, it restarts the whole thing. Kurokuma enters at number 3 instead, and number 4 also hops in early too. Hina finds Thursday V's left shoe. Oh my gosh, Teru runs to the arena to join the fray, and we have our first loss of this rumble so far. Kurokuma ambushes Fat Togami, who came in at number 1, and eviscerates him. We still have 3 people in this rumble, one's gone. 26 remain to be seen after this quick clear day loom 4. Fat Togami. Well, we don't have, you know, much to talk about here, so... You know, I'm pushing all the, like... I'm pushing the buttons, but, like, I, like, fat-finger the buttons a little bit. And this is, I think, the most that I've fat-fingered the buttons in a single episode. And we are, like, 8 minutes in, so we'll click next round. We'll see how the rest of this starts to play out! As Hina, who entered number 2, is now out of here. She tries to take out Teru, but Teru said, you gotta try more, you're gonna try harder than that. Takes out Hina. Kurokuma is tired of all the others and turns heel. Mahiru runs to the arena joining the fray, and Mitarai comes in as well. I believe he is number 6. Teru using Mysterious Action to knock out Mahiru and Mitarai as they both immediately walk in. It's like, we're here for the Rumble! Death collars on the both of them as well, and we have lost a single soul, and that gives a Claire de Lune 4. Hina. Well, I'll be proceeding. That is what I'll be doing. Shall we go on? I believe we shall. Next round sees Kurokuma finding a bike. So you know what? We will hit that bike theme for you, baby boy. Mitarai sobs quietly. Yeah, he's a sad boy. Teru tries to get others to notice him, and Mahiru finds a massive sack of apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Thank goodness the doctor isn't in this game, but a couple more people are now as well. Mahiru does something really cute. Teru finds a bunch of tactical combat gear and equips it. He has optimal protection for his whole body without sacrificing flexibility, as the number 7 entrant is Yuta in this rumble, and joining him now at number 8 is Miss Katoka. Dope. Kurokuma just found a fishing rod. Now you can catch all the fish. Archon C. Grippin Mitarai grant him an Animo Vision now on his side. We'll see how this all plays out. Do we see some orange next round? We do. And at least one of them is a death, but we have a couple of people jumping in. As Katoka's in this thing, and she's like, you know what? Let's get crazy. Crazy. I'm sorry. I was about to call her Crazy Katoka. That's incorrect. Katoka is frenzied though. She wants that championship opportunity at the end of the season. Yuta looks around for stuff to scrounge. Mahiru twiddles her thumbs. Teru washed the blood off his combat gear. Mitarai finds some moon shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles. Mew runs into the arena joining the fray. Kurokuma challenges Teru to a duel. Teru bites the dust. It's like the sisterhood of the traveling duels. And Leon runs into the arena joining the fray. A 1v1 and he has lost. It is a Claire de Lune for our chef of a boy. Teru. Well, it is like Teru to get out early. Not in the Hunger Games, in his actual game. We will proceed though. We are a third of our entrance into the Rumble already, and I guess we're around 9. That's fair enough. I feel like we haven't been in this game for too long, but we'll keep going and see how it all plays out. Oh, I thought that was a bunch of people entering. A yeet ball has been found. As Yuta kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again, but keep in mind, he could wander back. Low odds that he's got the one that has the wander back perk, potentially, but we'll see. Mahiru stumbles upon a yeet ball. Mew steals that yeet ball, runs off with it, and Mitarai says, no, that's mine. Kurokuma accepts the shadows. Kurokuma gains the power of Persona. Maya runs into the arena. Runs? That don't sound like her. She rolls into the arena joining the fray. Leon fails to grasp the gravity situation. Katoka looks for her next victim. I think you mean your first victim. I don't think you've killed anybody yet. And Himiko runs into the arena joining the fray as well. This brings us to our 12th entrant, who is Himiko. The Rumble does go on though. 18 people left to enter it. Who will be next? Well, I guess we can't just go on. Yeah, we gotta hit a Claire de Lune 4. Yuta. But once again, as long as we're going one by one, we don't really need to pay attention to this. And also, we can't get to your saving grace picks until everyone has entered the Rumble. We'll see how that plays out. Next round's gonna show us how that plays out because we must go on. And we see the yeet ball is still doing its yeety things. Kurokuma summons their persona, uses Garu, the sudden gust of wind, dazes Mahiru. Maya steals Mitarai's yeet ball. Leon steals that one, and Mitarai takes it right back, saying, "This is my yeet ball. None shall take of it." Himiko finds a skateboard, time to do some sick moves. Sick! In a bit of frenzy, Katoka creeps up on Maya, snaps her neck. Well, she rolled into the arena, and then Katoka rolled her neck. Yikes. Mew tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. A tank in the Rumble is dangerous. Because she could just eliminate, like, 6 people immediately. Mahiru snaps out of it. Haiji runs to the arena, joining the fray as well. We have lost just another one. We are staying at, like, a constant 8, which is a nice little size after this. Quick Claire de Lune of the episode 4. Maya. And so we must go on. To see how this plays out, to be honest, I'm excited. I'm just as excited as you. The Rumble still has 17 people left to enter. Only one person, I think, entered today, so let's continue. What else would those yeet balls do? We'll see as we click next round. And Kurokuma finds a discarded wish ring. It seems that a single wish is left in it. Kurokuma wishes to become an unstoppable monster heel. And Mitarai runs the yeet ball back for a big old touchdown! Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Teru decays peacefully. Himiko skates all throughout the arena. Sick, absolutely sick. Leon finds a My Climate Change remote. That's terrifying. Katoka creates marketable plushies of Kurokuma without his permission. He's so mad and a monster heel that he thinks about murdering Katoka, but instead, they sell like hotcakes, and they're both rich. Yasuke runs to the arena, joining the fray. Mew and Haiji charge at Kurokuma, but Kurokuma grabs them both and double power bombs them off of a cliff. Yo, how do you double power? I guess you could have, like, one person's leg go this way, one person's leg go this way, and then that's terrifying. He is a monster heel. Everybody run! Mahiru's had enough. She's now enraged, and Azuru also enters the field. Will he be able to be the one to topple Kurokuma? Because I think he could be a real problem. We'll see if that unfolds after this. Claire de Lune 4. Mew. Haiji. Haiji entering this Rumble at number 16. We have 14 people left. We're more than halfway through the people entering this Rumble, but who will come out at number 30? Actually, right now it's still set to be Shuichi. Will he run in early? We'll see about that. We will proceed to see about that. I got a feeling he's gonna come in next round. It's not a prediction. It's wrong. Togami runs in though, and he joins the fray at round 13. He is the number 17th entry. Kurokuma finds us all below his concern. Azuru is seeing the heels running wild and determined to make things right and turns face. Wait a minute. Maybe he will try to take care of Kurokuma. Hifumi rather found a table, hopefully no goes through it. Yasuke finds a big stick. Probably comes in handy to bash some skulls. Himiko puts a death collar on, Kotoka puts a death collar on Himiko while she's asleep. I just saw so much Himiko in the next 4 events that my brain was just like, Himiko, Mahiru waves at Himiko. Himiko waves at Mahiru, but Mahiru chases her with her while shaking her fist. Goodness gracious, she's having a bad time. Himiko accepts her shadow as Himiko gains the power of Persona, and as soon as she does that, Mitsurai stomps on her with his moon shoes, but also Togami and Leon, and Togami just entered this thing. But we got a couple more entering as well, because coming in at number 18, we have Jotaro, and at number 19, we have none other than member of the squad, potential winner of this Rumble, Junko Enoshima at 19. I think she could do it. We'll see if she's able to do it though, but we did lose 3 this round via Moon Shoes, via Mitsurai. It is a Clear Day Loon 4. Jotaro is not dead. It's Togami, Himiko, Leon. I was looking up at Jotaro and I was about to say Jotaro and Junko and I was like, that's not right. 19 people are in this Rumble. We are almost at entrant number 20. Who will have that spot as we enter the final third of this Rumble? The best odds for the people who enter at this point in time? We'll see. The only downside is they come in and they don't have any weapons, and the people who have been in here for a little bit do have some strong weapons. We'll see if those weapons are used, as we're seeing a bunch of people get gone. Yasuke hits Jotaro incredibly hard with, but is unable to kill him. Jotaro is dazed. We'll see if that works out for him. Raging Fury grasping her chest, Kotoka, her frenzy grows so overpowering that her heart gives out. Poor baby. Azuru fights for truth, honor, and justice. He becomes Super Azuru, and he's like, finally, I know what it's like to feel. And Mitsurai uses the gust of wind to blast him right off of a cliff. Fumi sets the table for grabbing Junko by the throat, then chokeslams Junko right to the table. She just entered at number 19, and now she's gone already. But Monokid joins, hoping to do a little bit better at number 20, the official number 20, and number 21 is Aiko as she joins the fray as well. Kurokuma uses his wealth to create marketable plushies of Jotaro. They catch on fire because he's so hideous, and they lose all of their money. Yasuke bludgeons Mahiru to death with his big stick. Dang, she's Big Stick Mahiru too. I can't believe that. It'd be your own weapon. Monodam runs into the arena, joining the fray as well at number 22, and Leon is still writhing with maggots. We are 8 competitors left to enter this Rumble. 14 are gone, 8 still in, an even split between alive and yet to enter, and we will have one big Clear Day Loon for our Fallen 4. Kotoka, Azuru, Junko, Mahiru. Well, I believe the question now is, are you ready? We gotta go on. We aren't even at your saving grace picks, and even if we were at your saving grace picks, we couldn't have them yet because there's still people at the Rumble. Do you hear the Rumble? Can you feel the Rumble? Let's get to more of this Rumble. Who will come out next? It will be maybe nobody. It looks like a pretty peaceful day. Hifumi has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. I was gonna say, Hifumi, you've been pretty good with those tables today, actually. Pretty good. Yasuke finds some other scraps. He's now Cave Yasuke. Monokid looks like he's on the verge of snapping. Aiko wishes she could go home. Mitsurai jumps higher than the tree line and sticks the landing. Perfect 10. Monodam finds a bow and some arrows. We haven't seen an archery in a long time, to be honest. Kurokuma had used the restroom and forgot to lock their bike. Monokid realizes this and steals the bike. That's vintage Monokid behavior. I thought he was gonna smash it. Jotaro creates marketable plushies of Aiko without her permission. They are delightful and adorable, and they sell like hotcakes, so that doesn't surprise me. We go to the next round to see some people are entering the fray, but we are seeing some people perish as well. Monodam tries to creep on Mitarai, but Mitarai creates a gust of wind beneath himself and escapes, and then he tries to aim and pulls his bow back to aim at young Mitarai, but he's unable to get the shot. The shot ain't right. Let me see. Yasuke waves his big old stick around menacingly. Jotaro knocks out Ifumi in a fistfight, puts a death color on him. Kurokuma's persona levels up, upgrading Garu to Garula. Monokid finds a hat rack, too many hats, and he will now have no hats because Ifumi sets up his table before grabbing Monokid in a headlock. Ifumi then slams Monokid through a table. Kaito enters the arena and is immediately challenged to an anything goes pancake eating competition by Aiko along with Monodam. And Monodam actually enters that World Pancake Championship match. Are you already in this thing? I know we got a couple of, we got Monotaro, we got Monokid. No Monodam. Good in there, my lad. Speaking of Monokid, who's in the World Pancake Championship match, he's no longer in this match. He's dead, so Claire de Lune for him. Monokid. That's what you get for stealing a bike, you fiend. 7 people left to enter the Rumble. This is the first time we've seen the number of people alive be greater than the number of people in the Rumble. 7 more likely until your saving grace picks, and by that I mean 7 more people to get into this Rumble. We'll see though, we could see all of them enter without anybody dying. I think that's highly unlikely given the odds, but we'll see. We will see indeed. Next round sees a lot of people perish, actually. Sorry, Himiko's dead, and now Ifumi is too. Kurokuma summons his persona using Garula. The wind blasting Ifumi back with such power, a tree falls as he collides with it. Jotaro comes back to his senses. Monodam finds a boombox, plays some sick beats, yo. Kaito is lost in his thoughts, and the next thing he knows, he's found a wish ring. I bet he was he was wishing he could breathe very shortly. Yasuke picks Rose Neon Cooling in various places. Aiko accepts her shadows. Aiko gains a power persona, and Mitarai creates a sphere of air around Kaito and Monodam, keeping it there long enough for them to both suffocate within. And by suffocate, I don't know what you mean, because Monodam, I'm not sure if he breathes like that, but it is what it is. We will go on after this Claire de Lune for Ifumi, Kaito, Monodam. Admittedly, I'm surprised that nobody else entered this round. That is a little bit shocking to me, but it's the magic of the Rumble. Will someone enter? Next round, we had a round of nobody entering. We might see a rush of people entering this time. We'll see. It's all about the odds of when they enter. Let's see if they enter in just a moment. Next round sees, yep, we're starting to see some people jump into the fray again as Archon Secret and Yasuke grant him a Hydro Vision. Jotaro attempts to take down Kurokuma, but Kurokuma simply grabs Jotaro, drags him into a cave. The cave ignites in an inferno, and only Kurokuma walks out. Yikes. That's why I was like, y'all, that's a dangerous man. Crazy Elko Extra Large and Monophony both run into the arena as well as they enter. At the tail end of this, we also have a ghost in play now, as Aiko summons their persona using Bufu, trapping Yasuke's feet in ice. Now they're not his fate. He is fated to be frozen in ice. He will emerge as March 7th. Dark energy swirls around Kaito's body, reanimating his corpse. He's back as a ghost, a spooky ghost. Kurokuma casts his rod in the river. Wait a minute, he cast his rod in the river, pulled out a soundboard? My soundboard? Does he even still work? It's not waterproof. Junko's corpse rots peacefully, and Mitarai wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. We lost to your final 5 alive, your final 5 left to enter the Rumble. A ghost in play, but you can't get your saving grace picks until everyone has entered this Rumble. So instead, it's just a Claire de Lune 4. Jotaro, Mitarai. We'll see. We will see 20 people have entered this Rumble. 25 people have entered this Rumble. 5 people are alive. 5 people are yet to enter. Who will enter at number 26? Well, I know y'all want to find out, and I kind of want to find out too. So, should we? Will Kaito the Ghost do some shenanigans, ghost style? We'll see. Will we get any other shenanigans happening? We'll see. We did see one person enter, but one person's also gone as Kaito missing to have dinner. Aiko finds a massive stack of apples, and apple a day keeps the doctor away. Crazy Echo Extra Large ambushes Monophony, strangles her. Kurakuma casts his rod in the river, pulls out an alien device. Did it do what it did? It did do. Great Gozu is now in the fray, and Yasuke was still in that trap. Cut himself pretty bad, and he's now bleeding out. Monophony is gone. 4 people left to enter this rumble. I am so excited to see how this thing plays out. And we're about to find out together after this. Clair de Lune 4. Monophony. We have 5 people alive, 5 people yet to enter the rumble, a ghostly Kaito, and so many more shenanigans, I'm sure. Let's find out how this ends. I'm trying to get you guys to your saving grace picks. I'm not gonna say any words, actually. I'm afraid that even thinking about it has jinxed Aiko, so we'll see if she survives next round. She doesn't. My jinx transcends speaking. I thought to myself, I was like, oh, I picked Aiko, she's still alright. That's what I thought. I thought that, and now she's dead. Great Gozu feels strong enough to handle anything. Crazy Yoko finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. Sure, Crazy Yoko. Extra large. Sure. Here, the bike theme is a winner is you. Ooh. Well, actually, a winner's about to not be you. Kaito kills Aiko through ghastly means. Kaito, you fiend. I hate those ghosts. Yasuke's trapped, slowly bleeding out. A pile of ash that used to be Azuru is writhing with maggots. Kurakuma transforms into an alien with a flame body, shoots white-hot fireballs at Crazy Yoko extra large, turning her to ash. And Shirokuma runs into the arena, joining the fray. I'm getting a call, so when I'm done, you'll have a Clair de Lune 4. Aiko, Crazy Hiyoko, extra large. Cool. We're ready. That was also an important call, but you know, not like a serious call. It was just is everything good? And I was like, yes, everything's good. I've been doing a lot of plotting. I don't know if there's any plotting that you guys will see, but it'll probably be plotting that, I don't know, Stream AV might talk about on a stream. But it's time to continue. You guys still have 3 people left to enter this rumble. You don't get saving grace picks yet. We are down to the wire, so we have to continue. It's still Proceed music. Only 7 people are around. 3 of them have yet to enter. Shirokuma is in this thing, but we gotta see how this all plays out. As the next round sees, we at least are down to 1 more. We are down to 1 more person. Yasuke creates marketable pluses of Shirokuma, and Shirokuma is a little cutie. So they sell like hotcakes, they're both rich. And you know what, in response, I don't know how he did that from the trap, I'll be real, but Shirokuma says, thanks for making me rich, here, you're free, and dies. Kurakuma transformed into alien as fast, with a body as hard as diamond. Kurakuma then proceeds to headbutt Kizukura and Shirokuma, killing them both. Dark energy swirls around Aiko's body, who's now back as a ghost as well. Kibo runs into the arena, joining the fray at number 29, which means number 30 will actually be Shuichi. When will he walk out? That's the big question. The Great Gozu is still around, and he has a neon open sign. We have 5 people total alive. 1 left to enter the rumble. And it is a Clair de Lune 4. Kizukura, Shirokuma. Well, we are at your final 5, technically. We have 2 ghosts now, and Aiko, who just came back, so, you know, my pick could still be right, surprisingly enough. And Kaito. We still have 1 person into the rumble, so I can't ask you about your saving grace picks yet. Shuichi might bide his time, or he might come in immediately. He came in immediately. Oh, interesting possession! A couple things happening here. First of all, Shuichi runs into the arena, joining the fray. Kurakuma casts his rod in the river, pulls out a tank. Kibo puts death collars on Shuichi and Kurakuma. Shuichi came in and said, Kibo, how are you? Click. Oh, well, Kibo is also dead. Kaito has seen the corpse of Mew Aruma and possesses it. He's now in control of Mew's body. Aiko misses me out of dinner. Mew can't help her admire her own genius mind, which is Kaito's genius mind, which is not a genius mind, so I digress. And the Grey Gozu sobs quietly as Yasuke and Kibo charge at Kurakuma, but Kurakuma grabs them both, double choke slams them both off of a cliff. Keep in mind, Kurakuma has been that lad this episode, and I have to ask you guys, finally, after this final Clair de Lune of the episode 4, Kaito, who's possessing a body, Yasuke, Kiba. That brings us down to Kurokuma, Great Gozu, Mew, and oh yeah, Shuichi's alive! I thought he was dead, that's crazy! They are your final 4. We still have one Ghost and Aiko, but it is time to finally make your Saving Grace picks. Let me talk to ya. We don't need to check anything, to be honest, they're all right here. Shuichi, who just joined the fray at number 30, said, "The odds have never been more in my favor. I'm the freshest, I'm the bestest, I'm gonna win this." Kurokuma, who's been fishing things up like crazy, who's been schmattering people like crazy, is a monster heel. It is hard to eliminate a monster heel in the final 4, baby. Speaking of our final 4, it also contains now Kaito, who is possessing the body of the gorgeous girl genius Mew Aruma. They are now both technically in your final 4, and last but not least, we still have the Great Gozu, who is crying like a wee bab. But when the Great Gozu builds that backbone back up, you better believe he could be a problem. The fact of the matter is, though, we don't have too much longer to make that happen. So, let me know who you got first, second, third, and while you're here, because I know if you have made it to this thing, you are either a regular viewer or you're just like, huh, I was kind of very intrigued because I was like, a Rumble? In a Hunger Games simulator? Hit the like button. Do it right now. I told myself I was gonna keep reminding you to hit that like button, and let me tell you, you gotta click that button. It's the one that gets the thumbs up. That's the one you want to hit. Unless you really hated this, in which case you can hit the thumbs down. That's fine. YouTube won't show it. I'll see it, but YouTube won't show it. I want them to put the thumbs down button on full blast. Well, you might as well hit the thumbs up button so it'll show the number. And you want to be recognized. I will recognize and acknowledge everyone who hits that thumbs up button. However, also make your picks first, second, and third, because I will make my picks, and I gotta go in the order of Aiko. I think Aiko's still gonna possess somebody and get the win. There is a world where Aiko wins, so I have to go with Aiko. Give me Kurokuma for second because he's a monster heel, and I'm terrified of him. And for third, it's hard to bet against the gorgeous girl genius, Miss Mew Aruma, even though she's possessed by the luminary of the losers, Kaito. That is what it is. Those are my picks. We're in your final 4, and within your final 4, it is Shuichi, it is Kurokuma, it is Mew possessed by Kaito, and it is the Great Gozu. And in my mind's eye, that's something that we usually call, in our final 4, everyone being caught in a crisis of fate. Let's do it, shall we? I believe we shall. Next round is... It's over! And I'm shocked at the victor, to be honest! I should not be shocked, based on, you know, what kind of episode this is, and what his ultimate talent is. However, based on his performance, I am shocked. Because it all ends right here, and the final 4 comes to final 1. It is Mew sneaking up on Shuichi. Shuichi's known that he's been followed for ages now, and by ages he means just the last round because he couldn't have been followed for much longer than that, is able to counterattack and kill Mew, who was actually Kaito. She was probably doing a very bad job of sneaking up on him. Kurokuma transforms into an incredibly fast alien, so fast that Shuichi is cut to pieces right before the Great Gozu's eyes, but he didn't see a thing. But he did see Shuichi fall apart in front of him. And so he realized that there's only one other person left in this arena. He stares down the monster heel as much as he would love to rehabilitate him, to have a fantastic match, a go-home WrestleMania main event. Great Gozu knows that he might not have that time, he might not have that opportunity, so he doesn't really want to, but finds himself, instead of fighting him, having to get rid of Kurokuma, which means your sole survivor and winner of the great, the great Retribution Rumble, after this final and only terrible turnabout 4. Mew, who was possessed by Kaito, who was killed by Kurokuma the first time, I believe, Shuichi, and Kurokuma. Y'all, Kurokuma's crazy. Look at 12 KOs, man! That's crazy! Regardless, one man stood tall, he took out Kurokuma at the end, it was one-on-one against a monster heel, and he is your winner. the winner of the Retribution Rumble. He outlasted, he survived, he saw Kurokuma. Kurokuma came out early too, earlier than expected, came all the way to the end, but in the end he was face to face with a true wrestler, and he could not dethrone the greatest of Gozus. Great Gozu takes the win. And Great Gozu was not on the bracket already, so that's good for the Great Gozu. He is front and center. If it had been somebody who was on the bracket already, like Kurokuma, Kurokuma would have a brand new perk, essentially putting him in whatever the next championship match is that he is not in automatically. He automatically gets the next title shot that he does not earn. Could that be a Chaos cash-in? Potentially. Could that be the next premiere? Maybe. Could that be the next finale? Possibly. That is a very powerful perk. It did not hit today because the Great Gozu said he's making his opportunity known. He's making this opportunity now. Great Gozu, congratulations to you. And we can bring up our bracket because you guys know now that you got your fan votes. You got your 6 fan votes, so go ahead and make them. You'll see a lot of the characters from the Rumble today in that fan vote. So get excited, get ready for it. I'm excited for it, I'm ready for it. Make your votes, make them count. Because if you don't, I'll be, I won't be mad at you, but like, you know, make your votes. Voting is important. Go do the voting and don't do not the voting. Right here, right now, Retribution Rumble, Great Gozu took the victory. As I pointed out a second ago, Kurokuma is a mad lad. 12 KOs, nearly half of the field. Mitrai had 6 eliminations. Hifumi had 2. Everyone else with 1 or less. Kaito, Crazy Yoko, Extra Large. Great Gozu, the winner, only got the 1 elimination at the end. Yasuke, Katoka, Shuichi, and Teru. That was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. Aiko is a ghost. Could have won, you know, in spirit. In spirit. Regardless, I am very pleased. I'm very happy. What a show we had. Be excited because tomorrow is Trails in the Sky, the 3rd chapter. Saturday V's bringing you that tomorrow. Yes, it is Friday for this recording. Yes. I have to really think ahead. This Sunday is Rebellion, so get excited for Rebellion. Sunday we will be bringing that. Next week we roll through again. You know what it is. Fire Emblem Monday. Thursday, Friday will be our premieres. Our finales for OC Action. That Friday will also bring to you guys not once and for all, but you know, like, Fracture's back. The first Fracture post AV Mania 3. And we're on the road, kind of, to the to Brawloween. So we'll see who earns a spot, earns a match at that major live event. I'm excited to see what Sundavy is planning for that. Until then, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.